NSDC's eSkill India has joined hands with American India Foundation for enhancing employability skills and providing career guidance to college students through its course Essential Employability Skills for Indian Youth. You can follow 4 simple steps to enroll in this course. Step 1. Log in or register yourself on eSkill India portal. To enroll in the course, click on the above banner on eSkill India portal. The banner will appear on the eSkill India main page. In case banner is in motion or not visible, you can click on the corporate training button available to reach the NSDC AIF training program. If you have registered yourself before, you can log in and continue. But if you are a new user, click on sign up, fill all the details. You will need to verify your phone number or email ID. Once verified, click on I agree to terms and conditions. You have now completed the registration process. Now you can log in and enroll in the course. Step 2. Enter coupon code. After you have logged in, enter the coupon code and click submit. Step 3. Select course and language. The course is available in 2 languages. To do the course in English, click here. Kindly remember, you will not be able to change the language of the course after enrollment. Select the language of the course carefully. Click on Enroll. Click on OK. Step 4. Go through all the modules and clear the final exam to earn any certificate. After completing all the lessons in each module, you will have to give final assessment. Completing the final assessment is mandatory to complete the course and earn certificate. To give final exams, click on Final Exam. Each candidate will be given 3 attempts to clear the exam or improve the final score. The best score out of the 3 would be displayed on e-certificate. Now click on Quizzes. Click on Take Quiz and complete the quiz.
Right. So, sharing the vision to develop future workforces in India, Dell Technologies in partnership with AIF, that is American India Foundation, National Skill Development Corporation, that is NSDC, and University of Mumbai has launched Project Future Ready to equip the workforce with career skills. This project aims to provide skill development for students through career mentoring, leveraging online skill platforms, and providing market aligned skill training for employability and inculcating entrepreneurial mindset. AIF has impacted about 6.7 million lives across 26 states of India so far and counting. आता पुढे मी तुम्हाला सांगू इच्छिते की करिअर प्लॅनिंग आपण कसे करू शकतो. पण त्याआधी लेट मी टेल यू देयर इज अ ह्यूज डिफरन्स बिटवीन करिअर अँड अ जॉब. सो करिअर जॉब ना हा खूप एक शॉर्ट टर्म गोल आहे, वेर ॲज अ करिअर इज अ होल लाईफ, इज अ लॉंग टर्म गोल. And so a job makes up a very small part of your career life. There will be very various other jobs that will be accumulating in one and make up the whole of your career. So that is the major difference between a job and a career. तसंच आता तुमचं जो करिअर प्लॅनिंग आहे ते तुम्ही कसं करतात? तर सर्वात आधी त्याचे 4 स्टेप्स असतात. ते 4 स्टेप्स काय आहेत? तर हे की आता तुम्हाला जसा हा वेन डायग्राम दिसतोय तुमच्या समोर स्क्रीनवर, Hindi. Okay. I think I'll switch between English and Hindi. I hope that is okay with you all. तो जैसे कि आपको ये वेन डायग्राम दिख रहा है आपके सामने ऑन द वेरी इनर सर्कल, 4 स्टेप्स जैसे कि मैंने कहा था करियर प्लानिंग के है, तो वो सबसे पहला स्टेप जो स्टार्ट होता है ना, वो है टू नो योरसेल्फ. खुद को जानो, खुद को जानिए. और वो आप खुद को कैसे जान सकते हो, मतलब टू नो योरसेल्फ इज टू नो योर इंटरेस्ट, टू नो योर पर्सनालिटी. आपके इंटरेस्ट कहाँ पे, आपके इंटरेस्ट क्या है, और आपको आगे जाके अपने करियर में अपना करियर कहाँ बनाना है, is how you will know yourself. After you know yourself, आपका next step जो होता है वो है कि आपके options जो है वो explore करना. अभी आपको एक बार पता चल गया आपके strengths क्या है, weakness क्या है, interest क्या है, ambitions क्या है, उसके बाद आप स्टार्ट करोगे रिसर्च करना. आप देखो कि ये इंटरेस्ट को लेके आप अपना करियर कहाँ बना सकते हो. तो आपके पास एक लिस्ट ऑफ ऑप्शंस रहेंगे. कि यार इसमें से ये कर सकते हो, वो कर सकते हो, करियर ये यहाँ पे करियर बना सकते हो। एंड वो सारे ऑप्शंस को लेकर आप बैठोगे और सोचोगे, बैठ के आप फोकस गेन करोगे और सोचोगे कि इसमें से कौन से करियर में आपको खुद को अप्लाई करना है। सो यू गेट फोकस्ड ऑन द सेम एंड देन उसके बाद आप उसमें से एक जब चूज करोगे, फिर आप उसके ऊपर एक्शन लोगे। And what action will that be? Well, you will start taking action like वहाँ उस करियर को पाने के लिए आप एजुकेशन लोगे, उसके लिए स्किल्स डेवलप करोगे एंड ऑल। सो दैट इज हाउ द होल प्रोसेस ऑफ करियर प्लानिंग गोज ऑन। अब ये सब में एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ऐप है जिसका नाम है लिंक्डइन। आई होप आपने इसके बारे में सुना होगा। तो जो लिंक्डइन ऐप है वहाँ पे आप क्या कर सकते हो, आप अपना उसका यूज करके आप अपना कनेक्शंस बढ़ा सकते हो। तो एम्प्लॉयर्स जितने भी है, बड़े बड़े सीईओ है, वो सारे प्रोफेशनल्स का वहाँ पे लिंक्डइन पे प्रोफाइल होता है, जहाँ पे आपको उनके बारे में जानकारी मिलती है। आपको पता चलता है कि मार्केट में कौन से नए जॉब्स की अवेलेबिलिटी है, कौन से नए पोजीशंस की अवेलेबिलिटी है, उनमें से आपको किस में इंटरेस्ट है, और आप एम्प्लॉयर्स के साथ कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ा सकते हो। So having or making use of LinkedIn is a very essential, which is a very essential app now. आपके लिए बहुत हेल्प में आएगा if you go and make a profile on LinkedIn and get more and more connection day by day. So after this is where career mentoring test comes into picture. So career mentoring test या फिर psychometric test क्या है? अब ये जो टेस्ट है उसमें आपकी पर्सनालिटी और इंटरेस्ट के बारे में आपको सवाल पूछे जाएंगे। तो इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ about 50 short questions which has about personality test, 150 questions based on again personality test, short questions which consist of 100 questions, it is based on your interest test, and long 150 questions on interest test. तो ये सारे सवाल आपको ये साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट या करियर मेंटरिंग टेस्ट में दिए जाएंगे, जिनका सवालों का आपको अपने हिसाब से आंसर्स देना है। और ये सारे सवालों का जब आप जवाब दोगे, तब आपको आपके ईमेल बॉक्स में उसका एक डिटेल्ड रिपोर्ट मिलेगा, एक रिजल्ट मिलेगा, जिसके हिसाब से आपको आपके बारे में ज़्यादा जानकारी मिलेंगी। आपको पता चलेगा कि आपके इंटरेस्ट क्या है, आपकी पर्सनैलिटी क्या है। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल आपको पता चलेगा कि आप में लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज़ कितनी हैं, या आप क्रिएटिविटी कितने आप में है, या फिर आप कितने एक्टिव हो। ये सब के बारे में आपको एक डिटेल में रिपोर्ट मिलेगा, व्हिच विल बी वेरी, वेरी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू। सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज ये जो साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट है ना, वो आपको अगर आप बाहर ये टेस्ट लेने जाओगे तो आपको बहुत एक्सपेंसिव पड़ता है। फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक अबाउट 3000 या 5000 कम से कम आपको लगेंगे ये टेस्ट के लिए। बट यहाँ पे आपको हम ये टेस्ट एब्सोल्युटली फ्री दे रहे हैं। सो इट इज अ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू ऑल टू फिल द सेम and to get to know yourself better. Next comes into picture NSDC. Now, what is NSDC? NSDC, that is National Skill Development Corporation, was set up as a part of an national skill development mission to fulfill the growing need in India for skilled manpower across sectors and narrow the existing gap between the demand and supply of skills. अब NSDC का जो ई स्किल इंडिया पोर्टल है ना, वहां पे जाके आप खुद को रजिस्टर कर सकते हो। और इट इज अ बेसिकली अ कोर्स ऑफ 5 आवर्स, जहाँ पे आप खुद को रजिस्टर करके आप एक कोर्स लेते हो, एज आई सेड 5 आवर्स का। उसमें आपको आपके स्किल्स डेवलप करने में बहुत हेल्प होगी। और उसके आप एक बार वो कोर्स लेते हो, आपको वेरियस क्विज़ेस रहेंगे उसमें, जिसमें आपका एग्जामिनेशन होगा, आप क्विज़ेस दोगे और अपने स्किल्स को परफेक्ट करोगे। और फिर ये कोर्स कंप्लीट होने के बाद आपको एक ई सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा आपके रजिस्टर्ड मेल बॉक्स में। और ये जो ई सर्टिफिकेट होगा ना, उसकी वैल्यू बहुत है आपके रेज्यूमे पे। तो व्हेन यू ऐड दिस ई सर्टिफिकेट ऑन योर रेज्यूमे, इट विल बी वेरी, वेरी बेनिफिशियल फॉर यू ऑल। और उसका वेटेज, आपका जो रेज्यूमे का जो वेटेज है, वो बहुत बढ़ जाएगा कि आपने इस पैंडेमिक में आप अपने स्किल्स बढ़ाए और अपना टाइम का सही इस्तेमाल किया। and you have used all this time to perfect your skills, and hence it will help you further in your career path. And how to register on this NSDC skill development e-skill portal is a short video I have for you here. So Steffi will be playing for you the same in Hindi. Steffi, if you could do the same. Hello, Steffi.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Just give me a minute.
No problem.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, it is now.
NSDC का ई स्किल इंडिया अमेरिकन इंडिया फाउंडेशन के साथ मिलकर भारतीय युवाओं के लिए एसेंशियल एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल्स कोर्स लेकर आया है, जिसका उद्देश्य युवाओं को एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल्स और करियर गाइडेंस प्रदान करना है। इस कोर्स में पंजीकरण 4 आसान स्टेप्स द्वारा किया जा सकता है। स्टेप 1, ई स्किल इंडिया पोर्टल पर लॉगिन या रजिस्ट्रेशन करें। कोर्स में दाखिला लेने के लिए ई स्किल इंडिया पर मौजूद ऊपर दिखाए गए बैनर पर क्लिक करें। ये बैनर आपको ई स्किल इंडिया के मेन पेज पर दिखाई देगा। यदि बैनर ना दिख रहा हो तो आप ऊपर की तरफ दिख रहे कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग बटन पर क्लिक करके NSDC AIF ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम में दाखिल हो सकते हैं। यदि आपने खुद को पहले रजिस्टर किया हुआ है तो आप लॉगिन कर सकते हैं। यदि आप नए यूजर हैं तो साइन अप पर क्लिक करें। यहाँ सभी जानकारी भरें, अपने मोबाइल नंबर या ईमेल आईडी वेरीफाई करें और अंत में काली पट्टी पर क्लिक कर साइन अप प्रक्रिया पूरी करें। अब आप लॉगिन करके कोर्स में दाखिल हो सकते हैं। स्टेप 2, कूपन कोड डालें। लॉगिन करने के बाद यहाँ आपको कूपन कोड डालना है और सबमिट पर क्लिक करना है। स्टेप 3, भाषा चुनें और कोर्स में दाखिल हों। ये कोर्स आपके लिए 2 भाषा में उपलब्ध है। हिंदी में कोर्स करने के लिए यहाँ क्लिक करें। याद रखिए, कोर्स की भाषा एक बार चुनने के बाद बदली नहीं जा सकती है। एनरोल पर क्लिक करें, ओके पर क्लिक करें। स्टेप 4, कोर्स शुरू करें और फाइनल टेस्ट पास कर ई सर्टिफिकेट पाएं। सभी मॉड्यूल्स को सीखने के बाद कोर्स के आखिर में दिए गए फाइनल टेस्ट को कंप्लीट करें। फाइनल टेस्ट देने के लिए फाइनल एग्जाम पर क्लिक करें। याद रखिए, प्रत्येक उम्मीदवार को परीक्षा को समाप्त करने या अंतिम स्कोर में सुधार करने के लिए 3 प्रयास दिए जाएंगे। तीनों प्रयासों में से सर्वश्रेष्ठ स्कोर के आधार पर ई सर्टिफिकेट प्रदान किया जाएगा। कोर्स को पूरा करने के बाद फाइनल टेस्ट देने के लिए क्विजेस पर क्लिक करें। एक क्विज पर क्लिक कर आप फाइनल टेस्ट दे पाएंगे।
Great. Thank you, Steffi. तो अभी आपके सामने मेरे पास एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सा पिक्चर है। तो ये पिक्चर जैसे आप देख सकते हो है एक ब्रिज का, विच इज ओवर द रिवर सोलुटेका। तो ये जो ब्रिज है ना, वो बांधा गया है ऑन द रिवर सोलुटेका, मतलब एक जमाने पहले बांधा गया था वो रिवर के, नदी के ऊपर। इट इज लोकेटेड इन हॉन्डुरस इन द सेंट्रल ऑफ अमेरिका। और इसका स्टोरी ये है, इसके पीछे की स्टोरी ये है कि बहुत सालों पहले ये एरिया में ये एरिया में बहुत तूफान आता था और हरिकेन्स आते थे। तो उन्हें एक ब्रिज चाहिए था जो कि वो तूफान को झेल के उनको ब्रिज ये रिवर क्रॉस करने में मदद करे। तो हुआ ये कि बहुत सारे आर्किटेक्ट्स को इकट्ठा किया, एक बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग ऐसा ब्रिज वो लोग ने यहाँ पे बांध लिया। बट वो ब्रिज ने वो हरिकेन को सह लिया, और अभी इट इट इज नाउ स्टैंडिंग वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग ओवर इट। बट हुआ ये कि वो जब तूफान आके चला गया, तब वो नदी जो ब्रिज के नीचे से बह रही थी, वो बहुत थोड़े टाइम के बाद ब्रिज के बाजू से बहने लगी। तो अभी बेसिकली वो ब्रिज किसी काम का नहीं है। एज यू कैन सी ऑन द स्क्रीन, इट इज बेसिकली ओवर नोवेयर एंड इट इज नॉट टेकिंग एनीवन टू एनीवेयर। तो अभी ये ब्रिज टोटली यूजलेस हो चुका है। राइट। तो अभी ये ब्रिज यूजलेस हो चुका है। उसका जो एक्चुअल पर्पस था लोगों को एक जगह से दूसरे जगह लेके जाना, अभी वो किसी काम का नहीं रहा। तो ये स्टोरी से हमें ये मोरल मिलता है कि अगर ये ब्रिज को ओवर द टाइम एक्सटेंड किया गया होता, उसको अगर थोड़ा बढ़ाया गया होता, तो शायद वो किसी काम का होता, पर अभी इट इज टोटली यूजलेस। So this brings us to my next part, that is employability skills. तो एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल्स क्या होती है? एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल्स वो होती है जो आपको एम्प्लॉयबल बनाती है। मतलब क्या कि जो स्किल्स आप में, ऐसी स्किल्स जो आप में होनी चाहिए जिसके बलबूते पे आपको जॉब मिलेगी। तो ऐसे स्किल्स क्या है? तो जैसे मैंने पहले कहा, अडेप्टेबिलिटी एंड फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, कि जैसे हमने वो ब्रिज के बारे में देखा था, वो ब्रिज को ओवर द टाइम जब नदी ब्रिज के बाजू से बहने लगी, उसको एक्सटेंड नहीं किया गया, इसलिए वो ब्रिज अभी किसी काम का ही नहीं रहा। तो हमें भी उस ब्रिज से हेलो हेलो स्टेफी, कैन यू हियर मी?
Yeah, I can hear you.
ओके ओके, ग्रेट ग्रेट, थैंक्स। सो जैसे कि मैं कह रही थी कि वो ब्रिज के जैसे हमें सीखना चाहिए कि ओवर द टाइम जब वो ब्रिज को एक्सटेंड नहीं किया गया, वो यूजलेस बन गया। अगर उसको एक्सटेंड किया गया होता, तो शायद वो अभी सबके काम का आता। तो हमें भी उसके जैसे हमारे चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट के हिसाब से खुद को चेंज करना है। एज चेंज इज द ओनली कांस्टेंट, मोस्ट ऑफ यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड दैट फ्रेज। तो चेंज करते रहना है, सीखते रहना है हर रोज, और उससे हम एम्प्लॉयबल बनेंगे। तो नेक्स्ट एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल है कम्युनिकेशन एंड इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस। अब कम्युनिकेशन मतलब कि वार्तालाप करना जैसे हम कहते हैं, वो एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल है। हमें हमें वो स्किल आना चाहिए जिससे हमें हमारा जो भी कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन हमारे पास है, वो हमें सामने वालों के साथ कन्वे करते आना चाहिए। हमें हमारे इमोशंस को ठीक तरीके से हम एक्सप्रेस कर पाए लोगों के साथ। इट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल टू हैव। इफ वन ऑफ योर कलीग्स इज फेसिंग थ्रू हार्ड टाइम्स, तो हमें उनको सिंपैथी दिखानी चाहिए, एम्पैथी दिखानी चाहिए। All of these emotions is something you should be able to convey to a person. You should be able to communicate with a person. नेक्स्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट स्किल है टीम वर्क एंड कोलैबोरेशन। हमें हमेशा हमारे कोवर्कर के साथ साथ में मिलजुल के एक प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करना चाहिए। हमें उनके स्ट्रेंथ्स वीकनेसेस को जान के, उनके सिर्फ स्ट्रेंथ्स पे ध्यान देके उनका ठीक तरह से कैसे हम उनके स्ट्रेंथ्स को यूज करके एक प्रोजेक्ट को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं, इज समथिंग टीम वर्क एंड कोलैबोरेशन मीन्स। बट ऑल्सो विद दैट, अगर उनके कोई वीकनेसेस है तो हमें उनको हेल्प करते हुए, उनको साथ में लेके हेल्प करते हुए हमें आगे बढ़ना है, कोलैबोरेट करना है टू मेक अ बेटर टीम। Next comes is the very important skill, leadership. Now most of you must be thinking यार टीम वर्क करना वगैरह ठीक है, पर मुझे तो लीडर बनना है, मैं तो लीडर हूँ। तो लीडर की एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट जो स्किल होती है, वो है कि to be a good leader, you need to know your team members. आपको हमारे आपके टीम मेंबर्स के बारे में जानकारी होनी चाहिए। आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपके टीम मेंबर्स में क्या कमियां है, क्या अच्छी स्किल्स है, और वो स्किल्स को कैसे यूज करे, और जो खामियां है उनको कैसे आप हेल्प करके उनको आगे बढ़ाने में, सक्सेसफुल बनाने में हेल्प करते हो, इज व्हाट a good leader is. Next comes in time management. बहुत important topic है। अब time manage करना is something that is a very important skill most of you should have, all of you should have rather. वो है कि एक आप अपना एक दिन का टाइम कैसे मैनेज कर सकते हो, is how you can start with. सबसे पहले आपको आपका एक दिन का टाइम में कुछ कुछ चीजें ऐड करनी है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल लाइक यू नीड टू allocate टाइम फॉर recreation, for work, for your friends, for your family. All of these things are what makes up a good timetable. अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू हैव अ डेडलाइन, एक डेडलाइन आ रहा है आगे जाके, तो उसको आप कैसे केटर करते हो? तो सबसे पहले आपको टाइम देना है वो डेडलाइंस को, बट when you are working on the same, you need to give time for recreational activities too, so you don't end up stressed. Now that brings us to my next topic, that is stress management. अभी stress जो है वो एक ऐसी चीज है, अगर आप अपने टाइम को ठीक से मैनेज नहीं करते हो तो यू आर बाउंड टू गेट स्ट्रेस। अब स्ट्रेस को कैसे मैनेज करना है? तो आपको यू नीड टू अलॉट प्रॉपर टाइम फॉर स्लीप, यू नीड टू अलॉट टाइम फॉर रिक्रिएशनल एक्टिविटीज। जैसे कि मैंने पहले कहा था, आपको टाइम देना है फ्रेंड्स और फैमिली को, और आपका जो काम है, जो डेडलाइंस है, उसको उसके लिए भी आपको टाइम देना है। along with you are supposed to give time for your self care, relaxation के लिए, ये सब के लिए अब अगर आप ठीक से अपना टाइम मैनेज करते हो तो आपको स्ट्रेस भी कम होगा। नेक्स्ट है डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन। अभी आप, मैं, हम सब यहाँ पे एक डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पे है, कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं। अब अगर पैंडेमिक नहीं होता तो शायद हम आमने सामने होते, बात करते होते on a physical level. So digital communication is also an important skill. जैसे अभी आप देख रहे हो, according to the time and circumstances, हमें we had to actually get well equipped with all the digital sources that we have. And अगर हमने अगर ठीक से टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल करना नहीं सीखा तो आगे जाके करियर में आपको बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स होने वाली है। Then comes digital literacy. Digital literacy itself is as important as literacy. आपको डेटा को एनालाइज करते आना चाहिए, उसको ठीक से क्लियरिटी से समझ में आना चाहिए, उसको कन्वे कैसे करना है, उसको नरेट कैसे करना है, उसको इंटरप्रेट कैसे करना है, उस डेटा का यूज कैसे करना है, is what all data literacy means. Now, here are some of the skills essentials for job or application. That is self-discovery, जिसे मैंने पहले कहा था, which will be done by the psychometric report. एक बार आप खुद को ठीक से डिस्कवर कर लेते हो, आप खुद के बारे में जान लेते हो, फिर आपको क्वालिफिकेशन दोगे उसके ऊपर, education which includes education and as well as your impersonal skills. उसके बाद आता है you will devise a plan, weigh down your option, align actions and to reach your goals. उसके बाद आपको जो यूज में आएगा that is your employability skills, जिसके बारे में मैंने अभी अभी आपको एक्सप्लेन किया था। ये सारे चीजों को एक साथ मिला के आपको जॉब मिलेगा। इन सब का यूज करके आपको जॉब एक अच्छा करियर पाथ बनाना है। एंड फॉर दैट एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट है जिसका नाम रेज्यूमे है, या सीवी या करिकुलम विटाए जिसको हम कहते हैं। तो वो हमें कैसे बनाना है, एक हाउ टू मेक अ गुड सीवी इज वीडियो आई हैव फॉर यू ऑल हियर। बट ये वीडियो को आप खुद से देख सकते हो, जिसका लिंक आपको चैट बॉक्स में दिया जाएगा। Next, I would like to end this presentation with saying, introducing to you all who exactly we are. तो हम है University of Mumbai's Garware Institute of Career Education and Development. We were founded in the year in 1984 by University of Mumbai and the Garware Foundation by late Padma Bhushan Abasaheb Garware, a noted industrialist. तो हम गरवारे में यहाँ आपको बहुत सारे कोर्सेज देते हैं लाइक अंडर ग्रेजुएट बैचलर्स डिग्री which includes BMS in retail management, BSc in technology, bachelor's in tourism and travel management. Undergraduate diploma courses में हमारे पास आपके लिए courses है like tour management, foreign trade management, custom clearance, freight forward and logistics. पोस्ट ग्रेजुएटेड फुल टाइम कोर्सेज में हमारे पास आपके लिए कोर्सेज है लाइक प्रैक्टिकल फिल्म मेकिंग, हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एक्सेट्रा. पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट पार्ट टाइम कोर्सेज में आपके लिए हमारे पास एडवर्टाइजिंग एंड मीडिया, मास मीडिया एंड जर्नलिज्म कोर्सेज है, हॉस्पिटल मैनेजमेंट एंड हेल्थ केयर, लॉजिस्टिक्स एंड सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट एक्सेट्रा. मास्टर्स डिग्री में हमारे पास टूरिज्म एंड ट्रैवल मैनेजमेंट, एग्री बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट एंड एनवायरनमेंट मैनेजमेंट और बहुत सारे ऐसे कोर्सेज हैं आपके लिए जो आपके इंटरेस्ट में आएंगे, आई होप. तो गरवारे कहाँ पे है? तो गरवारे इंस्टीट्यूट कलीना कैंपस पे है. That is located in the University of Mumbai, which is accessible both from Santa Cruz and from Kurla. एंड आपको अगर हमारे बारे में ज्यादा जानना है तो आप हेलो, इज समवन ट्राइंग टू टॉक? हेलो, ओके, ग्रेट. तो आपको अगर हमारे बारे में ज्यादा जानना है तो यू कैन गो एंड सर्च इन अबाउट आवर ऑन आवर वेबसाइट और वहां पे जाके आप हमारे बारे में ज्यादा जान सकते हो. थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग इन टू मी. So here I would like to stop sharing my PPT and अभी हम जो मैंने पहले कहा था आपको साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट के बारे में, तो हम अब वो फॉर्म फिल करेंगे. स्टेफी, if you could help me with the same. तो अभी आपके चैट बॉक्स में साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट रिपोर्ट के लिए लिंक भेजा जाएगा. तो आप प्लीज वो लिंक पे क्लिक कीजिए एंड आई विल हेल्प यू टू फिल द फॉर्म राइट हियर इटसेल्फ. राइट, थैंक यू स्टेफनी. तो आपको यहाँ पे ये जो टेस्ट है, एज आई हैव एक्सप्लेन टू यू ऑल बिफोर, ये टेस्ट आपको देने के बाद आप टेस्ट जब देते हो तो आपको खुद के बारे में ज्यादा जानकारी मिलेगी, एक डिटेल में रिपोर्ट मिलेगा जो आपकी करियर लाइफ के लिए बहुत बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. तो यहाँ पे ये जो टेस्ट है आपके लिए 3 लैंग्वेजेस में अवेलेबल है, दैट इज इंग्लिश, हिंदी एंड मराठी. तो इसमें से आप जो चाहे लिंक पे क्लिक कीजिए, आपको जो प्रेफर्ड लैंग्वेज है उस पर क्लिक कीजिए. मैं इंग्लिश पे क्लिक कर रही हूँ एंड मैं मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर करूंगी और आपको हेल्प करूंगी टू फिल द सेम.
अरे हम लोग को भी यही था, खत्म हो गया क्या मालूम.
So this is what the form looks like. तो मैंने जैसे मैंने आपको कहा, मैंने इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सिलेक्ट किया था, तो दिस फॉर्म हैज अपीयर टू मी इन इंग्लिश. सबसे पहले जब आप वो फॉर्म लिंक पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपको आपकी पर्सनल डिटेल्स फिल इन करने के लिए पूछा जाएगा. तो हियर आई विल फिल इन माय डिटेल्स. Then surname, first name, gender, age, phone number, college name, ओह आई थिंक मैंने स्क्रीन शेयर ऑफ कर लिया, जस्ट 1 सेकेंड। राइट, तो कॉलेज नेम, 10th की मार्क्स, 12th, स्ट्रीम ऑफ एजुकेशन। आपको यहाँ पे अपना करंट स्ट्रीम ऑफ एजुकेशन डालना है। और एड्रेस। तो मैंने फिलहाल के लिए वो एड्रेस कॉलम में सिर्फ अपना पिन कोड डाला था, बट मेक श्योर यू फिल इन द होल फॉर्म करेक्टली। नेक्स्ट आपको ये पेज दिखेगा जहाँ पे आपको सवाल पूछे जाएंगे, बहुत सिंपल सवाल है और आपको अपने हिसाब से उसको रेट करना है। तो वहाँ पे 5 रेटिंग्स हैं। सबसे द फर्स्ट वन सेज स्ट्रांगली डिसएग्री, सेकंड वन सेज डिसएग्री, थर्ड वन सेज न्यूट्रल, फोर्थ सेज अग्री एंड 5 सेज स्ट्रांगली अग्री। तो आपको हर एक सवाल के हिसाब से आपको वो आंसर को अपने हिसाब से रेटिंग्स देना है। मेक श्योर यू आर नॉट आस्किंग योर फ्रेंड्स फॉर आंसर्स, मेक श्योर यू आर honestly filling up this form एंड डोंट वरी, ज्यादा कुछ सब आसान ही सवाल रहेंगे। आपको अगर किसी चीज का मीनिंग समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो यू कैन श्योरली आस्क मी विदाउट एनी हेजिटेशन, आई विल बी हियर टू हेल्प यू। So I hope you are going ahead and filling in the form. I'll be filling up the form along with you. And again, as I have said, अगर आपको कुछ भी सवाल हो तो बेझिझक मुझे पूछ लीजिए। Does anyone have any questions? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? Sure,
Yeah,
ma'am.
so
Take your
welcome
time.
all to this session in career and future prospects of finance and commerce. So, first, before entering into the details, we'll first talk about what is the scope. Just a second, something wrong with me. Yeah. So, before we start and get into exactly what we can do in commerce and finance, so first we'll talk about what is the scope of this particular area, this particular stream. So first of all, as we all know that this is the backbone or important arena of the globe. So wherever you go, whatever profession you choose, may it be any stream or anything, may it be a business or a job or whatsoever, commerce and finance play a very important role and it is always there. Like you can have a healthcare unit, but still you will see that there's a finance and commerce department there. And also it is the backbone which makes the market and scale of economies for the company. And because there are a lot of departments in this commerce area, like I'll be talking about them in detail ahead in the further slides. So there are plenty of career options. You can choose according to your passion. You can find out exactly what interests you have. You can find exactly what skill sets you have, and you can choose your core competency by finding what overlaps and choose your career based option. And also there are a lot of skill based course options as well, and the scope in the market is ever growing, like, or we can see that there are new businesses are coming up, startups are coming up. Then if you all are aware about the latest budget, then even the foreign investment in India has been, the percentage has been increased. So we all can expect that there will be a rise in the commercial operations in the coming further years, and this leads to a rise in job opportunities as well. So now before we make a career into something, we should know exactly what current industry trends are there. So these are the 5 industry trends which are there at present, and also they are of a long term. So first is rise of e-commerce platforms. So this trend has been there for a very long time in the commerce. You can see that Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Purple, and so on. So many websites are performing. The traditional method of commercial activities has reduced, and e-commerce platforms are on a rise. So you can expect that if we are more we have knowledge of a technology along with commerce, then getting into the organizations which are an e-commerce platforms will be very helpful for us. Second is surging demand for artificial intelligence. So a lot of automation is there. Like if you go in MNCs or mid-sized organizations, you will see that a lot of data is automated. So you have to just put one figure and it will take you to the end of the balance sheet, and also it will create analysis reports and so on. And it can help you in forecasting and budgeting and whatsoever. So there's a rise in demand for artificial intelligence. So what I suggest is that while you do your graduation, you can also take up certifications in artificial intelligence, Bitcoin, and so on. Like it will help you a lot. These things are also on high demand. Then increase in investment by foreign entities, as I mentioned in the previous slide, because there's an increase in the percentile of the foreign direct investment which can be done. So a lot of businesses will be coming up in these coming 5 years in India, and so you will have a lot of opportunities in the market, and in fact varied opportunities. The professionals from all sectors are keen on investing in stock market. So in commerce, this is also a very big rising profession. So previously, if we look back around 15, 20 years, then the people who were investing, generally they were of the higher age group, like, about 40 and so on. But now you can see that even people in their 20s are also investing very much, in fact, in a higher proportion. So this is also an ever increasing career. So if you're interested in stock markets, you can definitely go for it. Or also you can, in these 3 years of your graduation, take up the certifications as well. And expanding business operations and startups leading to a rise in job opportunities. So if you go on job portals and search for commerce related offers, then you will see that there are a lot of opportunities given there by the new startups. And also because they require funding, so that is how the flow of money goes on and on in the economy. So before we dive into exactly what courses you can do and what are the areas where you can work in commerce, what are in high demand and so on, we need to first understand that how you can, enter, survive and grow in this particular area. So these are the skills required which I've mentioned here. The one on the left, that is skills required, the 6 ones which I have listed are the ones which you all should have. They are a must have if you want to grow in this particular area. And additional skills which I have mentioned on the right side are basis on the current industry trends. So first let us look at what skills are required. So the first two which I have mentioned, analytical skills and numeracy skills. So if you're a commerce student, these two are a must. We all know why. Analytical, any financial I give in front of you, or any business report I give in front of you, any export, import document and so on, you should know it, you should be able to analyze it. You should know how, the numericals work and so on. You should be able to give an output, give an interpretation. Then third is communication and interpersonal skills. So even if commerce, there's much of an area where you can, just sit in the back office and work. Still, communication and interpersonal skills are very important. So it is not just that, might get a desk job and, at the back office, at the head office, and, you need not have communication skills. Well, it doesn't work that way. Like if you go for any interviews and so on, you'll see that even for the job roles which have pure numeracy skills requirement will also require you to have the best communication skills. So now these first three skills will land you on a job, but that we have to not survive entirely for a lifetime on analyst and executive positions. We have to grow up. We have to become the manager, vice president, and even the CEO. So what takes us there? What helps us grow? So they are the next three skills. That is problem solving skills, leadership skills, and decision making skills. So these three are a must if you want to grow in an organization. So first three will enter you there and the next three will take you up. And also you require a lot of consistency, and problem solving skills, leadership skills, decision making skills are such that they will develop over time, and you need to work on yourself consistently for the same. You need to give your own interpretation, you need to give your own output. Even if it is your own business, you need to formulate your own strategies and go ahead with it. Then on the right side is additional skills required for working in digitization. So as I said, these are bases in recent industry trends. So the first is data analytics, then automation skills, content writing, testing and data collection, business intelligence mapping. So I suggest that you can take up certification on any of these which interests you, because they will help you. Like when you combine it with your commerce graduation degree and with other professional qualifications, it has a very, very higher demand, because you need to know exactly how the figures work, how to interpret, but you need to also know how the business intelligence systems work, and how everything goes on, how the systems are automated, how the artificial intelligence is used, and so on. So now here I've mentioned the list of courses which you can do after your graduation. The ones on the left are the master's qualification and PGP, and ones on the right are the professional qualifications, some of which you can do after your 12th also, and some of which are mandatorily, they require your graduation qualification. So my suggestion to you all is, if you're taking up, the master's qualification, ensure that you take a full-time course. I know students who take part-time course, but honestly, if you ask me, they have very less demand. Full-time courses have a lot of demand. Distance learning and part-time honestly has very low demand in the market. And also, if you're planning to do MBA, my suggestion is that start preparing for your entrance exams from now itself. Like students are there who prepare in the last 1 year. Well, if you want to land up in a very big known B school, then you need to start preparing from this very day itself. And also, if you're interested in law, you can go for LLM, LLB, LLM. Then postgraduate programs are also there, like in quantitative finance, banking and finance, and so on. So you can also take up those courses. They are for a year, I think. You need to visit their websites, and they are also like, you can find basically what is your area of interest and choose one of these qualifications, or else, or alongside, you can take up a professional course. So certified public accountant, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, CFA, FRM. So all these qualifications, and CMA USA, CIMA UK, these are international qualifications. So if I talk about, let's go one by one. So first is certified public accountant. So this is as equivalent as a chartered accountant of India. So in India, we have CA as per the statute, and in USA, you will find CPAs. So each and every country has its own taxation and auditing rules and compliance rules, and you have to work accordingly. So the professional qualifications also differ, their curriculum also differs accordingly. Then ACCA is of UK. They have several certifications, sub-certifications. So you can find exactly what area you're interested into, what department you would like to work into, and you can take up those certifications, or you can go for the entire qualification. Then I will talk about CFA and FRM in my next slide. Now, chartered accountancy, so we all know you can start appearing for CA, CS, and CMA India examinations after your 12th. And for that, for all these professional qualifications, ensure that you study daily, you revise daily. There should, and and the weekends you can revise exactly what you're doing. Like 5 days you can study, and Saturday, Sunday you can revise all what you have done in the week. So if you are basically into audit and taxation and financial management, you can take up chartered accountancy. If you're someone who is very much keen of compliance and laws, you can take up CS. And if you want to do a career core cost accounting, you can go for CMA India. CMA USA is, as I said, like CPA CA. So CMA India, CMA USA are also on the same lines. It's just that CMA USA has an extra element of strategic management. Then SEMA UK is also the same. Now this has UK gap and so on. So now we look on to what departments are there exactly. We'll sum up exactly what we did in last all these slides. So when I talk about commerce, we generally have a basic idea of business or simply the finance department. But if you actually look at what commerce is, and it has a lot of areas, lot of departments. It's just that we don't get to know about it because we are yet to enter the industry. So I've mentioned it down here for you all. So you can find exactly what you're interested in, get into that. So first we'll start with the basic, that is corporate and retail banking. So basically the banking sector. So whatever, we do it on the branch level, branch banking and so on. So you can go there. Then next is marketing and sales. So you can, there's marketing of, finance companies, insurance companies have their own marketing and sales department. So regarding the financial products or, marketing the product, marketing the insurance plan, the ULIP plan and so on. So a lot of things you can do. You can, if you are keen on creativity and communication, you can definitely go for marketing and sales. Then investment banking. So let's talk in detail about this particular department. So in the previous slide, I mentioned about CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst. So if you're someone who wants to get into investment banking, my very, important emphasizing suggestion would be go for CFA qualification. It has a lot of demand in India as well as in abroad. So let's first understand what is investment banking exactly. You all must have heard, if you are aware of the recent market trends, there are a lot of IPOs which are coming up. So like this is not just what investment banker does. Investment banking has 100 other things to do, but I'll just talk about the main area which they are concerned with. So a lot of IPOs are coming up. So when you list an IPO on the stock exchanges, there is a big procedure which you have to go through. You have to decide the pricing of the shares, the underwriting of the shares, and so many of compliances you have to go, so many permissions you need, so much of study and analysis you need to do. So this is where investment banking department plays a key role. So there are a lot of investment banks such as Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, and so on there. So a lot of demand is there, and definitely go for CFA if you're planning investment banking, and also CFAs work in other departments as well. There is for CFA, there are 3 levels. The first level you can appear when you're in your TY BCom, but the next 2 levels you need to appear after your TY BCom only. Then stock market dealers. So as I said, in the trends which are there, if you're someone who's keen of stock markets, you can definitely go for stock market dealer. So this is also a department which actually sits in the banks. They have their securities subsidiary. You will see that there is a stock market dealing department as well. Then investment advisor. So if you want to become an investment advisor, you can do it standalone also. You can do it for the organization, or you can do it on your own as well as a freelancer. Then accounting and audit services. So when I say accounting, it's all about the finance and accounts department. So if you go in an organization, you'll find there's an FNA department, FP&A department, which is there. So that is basically the accounts department who go do the entire balance sheet and P&L processing, the annual report and so on. And in audit, we have to analyze exactly the financials and everything. Like it depends, scope differs if you're a statutory auditor or an internal auditor or a concurrent auditor, or if it is an IFC or Ind AS assignment. So, and if you want to go for audit, definitely do chartered accountancy. Then the another one is credit management. So this is a wonderful department and lot on demand recently. Loans are something which people are always going to take. Credit is something which is always going to be there, because that is how the money flow in the economy stays stable and intact. So credit management is like you have to analyze the credibility of the one you are giving the loan or one you are giving the credit, and you need to monitor them. And so it is a very big process and it is very interesting. So if you want to get into credit management, do try, and this has a lot of scope and growth basically. So this is also one another thing, that if you are planning to go into a department, ensure that it has growth. So just don't select a career option because you're getting the job there. Also analyze whether you can get promoted there, whether you can grow there. Because as I said previously, we are not just going to be analysts or executives. We have to, grow ahead. So you need to also know that your department has a growth or not, whether your organization has a growth or not. Then international business or even domestic. So you can have your own business. And when I say you can have your own business, so that means that you need to have knowledge of so many elements. You need to know compliance, you need to know finance, you need to know the recent trends which are going on, you need to have licenses and so much and so on. Even about the banking, the letter of guarantee, the letter of credit, the underwriting, the rollover, you should know so many things. So when you're doing a business, ensure that you're entering it with complete knowledge, and also you have learned how to do a business under someone else. There are many people who start a business directly and then say that, mera business fail ho gaya. It might be because you haven't learned how to do it. So whenever, if you're planning to do something on your own, if you're planning to take up a venture on your own, I suggest that at least for a year you work under someone, see how they work, see how they negotiate, learn their skills, and then start your own business. Then you can go for agency services. So agency can be of any form. You can be into real estate and so on. So a lot of things comes into agency services. Here the word, if we just look at these two, it is a vague word. You can put a lot of sub areas into it. Then consultancy and financial consultancy. So consultancy can be anything. It can be assurance services as well. And financial consulting is basically, I'm narrowing the scope from the consultancy to just the finance domain. Then the risk management and compliance. So as I also mentioned, FRM examination, that also has wonderful demand in India as well as in abroad. Every big organization has mandatorily a risk management department. And also, if it is not separately, you will find that this element is mixed in another department. So you can, in medium or small scale organization. So what is risk management? Basically, that there are various type of risks which an organization faces: operational risks, credit risk, market risk, liquidity risk, and so on. So you need to have risk management department to ensure that you know your risk appetite, you're monitoring it, and you can take up any actions or correct loopholes and so on. So if you want to specifically get into risk management department, do go for FRM. It has a very high demand in this country as well as in abroad. Then let's next move on to compliance. So according, like, just the way risk management department is there, compliance department is also there in an organization. These are actually the statutory requirements which are there, where you need to have compliance departments. So if you have done LLB or you're planning to do LLB, LLM, and company secretary, then you are definitely going to land up in a compliance department if you're planning to work in a company instead of doing your own practice. Research and analysis. So there are equity research, there are then debt research, and so many areas where research and analysis goes on in the commerce field. The tax advisory. So if you want to go into a tax, you're interested in taxation. Or taxation is very vast, direct, indirect, and there are 100 things which can be listed below it. So you can get into a tax advisory firm, or you can start your own, or you can even get into finance and accounts department. So in big organizations, the finance and accounts department which is there, they have their own taxation subunit. So you can get into that as well. And if you're interested in taxation, then of course 100% go for chartered accountancy course, because they have it in an amazing way, in a vast way. And like, it's real, like if you're really a fan of taxation, do go for a CA qualification. The next is fintech and startups. So you can consider working along with fintechs and startups. So they have a lot of growth. But before you get into a startup, first analyze how much they can grow, what market they are entering into, and then get into the organization. Because we can see that at start, some organizations are very small, but then after 10 years, 10 years down the line, they are pretty much, above than what we had expected them to be. So ensure that you land up in a very good place, which has growth. Then e-commerce, as we talked about it in the first slide. Then government and finance regulators. So if you want to go for, work in government organizations and so on with finance regulators, there are certain exams which you have to give, like for If you want to work in banks, government banks, so for SBI, RBI, and another banks, you have examinations. So IBPS PO, SBI PO, RBI. So you have certain exams, you need to visit their website and see when it is and go ahead accordingly. Then after the examination, you will also have interview rounds and then you will be placed in the branch accordingly. However, if you're already a CA, CMA, or CS, then I think there are certain waivers which are there. Like you need to check on the website about the recent circular whether they have given the waivers or not. So you can directly apply for deputy manager post and so on if you are a CA, CS, or CMA. Then wealth management, you can have your own wealth management firm or you can work under a wealth manager. Then joint ventures. So you can see there are a lot of projects which are coming up, the bridges, the metros, and so on. So these projects are generally not taken up by one organization. Two big established organizations come together, they form a joint venture, and then they go for the project. So we can see that, the metro which is there or coastal road project which is there, these are all joint ventures. So when a joint venture is taken up, there's a lot of demand for commerce professionals and even engineers and so on. So if you can take up into a joint venture project, so that is also a wonderful opportunity, and lot of learning is there in a joint venture. Then lastly, you can do your own freelancing into any area of commerce which you're interested into. Like if your area of interests are vague or you have interest in multiple areas, you can also consider freelancing, or you can do it side by side with your job. Lastly, multiple qualifications and skills are preferred by employers. So if you see the current job market, just having a commerce graduate degree won't really suffice. Like, let me be very honest. And master's degree also, you need a full time. So generally multiple qualifications and skills are required. So I suggest have a professional qualification with yourself. So that each and every qualification has its own specialization, like I mentioned in the previous slide, the list which I have mentioned. Select what you like out of all these, select which one suits you, where you want to make your career, and then go for it. And also side by side, take up certifications. There are like 6 months courses, or just you have to appear for the exam. Take up the courses. They will help you a lot. They will shine on your CV. And another important thing is have a LinkedIn account. So even if you're a student, still ensure that you have a LinkedIn account. So you can, post your certifications which you're taking up. You can connect with industry professionals. You can find mentors for yourself. You can see how someone successful started their journey and so on. So LinkedIn is a wonderful tool if used properly. So have your LinkedIn account. It's not necessary that you should have a job or something like that, work experience to land, to prepare a LinkedIn profile. So now let's hear a success story of one of the most successful person in the commerce field, that is Mr. Aditya Puri. So Mr. Aditya Puri is a chartered accountant by profession, and he had started his career as a management trainee with Mahindra Limited. And then later he switched to Citibank and worked with them for 21 years. So in these two sentences only, and mainly in the second one, there's a lot to learn. If you look out recently in the people who are in their 20s, many of them hop jobs very much. People can't stick on one place for a longer period of time. First of all, like, in this initial years, when you change 2 or 3 jobs, that is fine, because we need to sometimes understand what we're interested in, or sometimes we are not able to find what you are passionate about, or the work environment may not be good, the things may not be suitable for us, or it may be very far and so on. So there are a lot of factors. But there are people who change literally 6-7 jobs after every one year. Well, that is not the right practice, and that will not take you much far in life. In fact, even later on, the companies will hesitate on hiring you, because everyone needs someone who will stick to their company for a longer period of time. Your track record won't be good. And also, if you stick to a company for a longer period of time, we have a very good example in front of us, like how successful a person can be. So while working with Citibank, due to his excellence in work, he got an opportunity to grow and work in 19 countries. So that is such a successful thing. And in 1992, he became the CEO of Citibank in Malaysia. And while working in Malaysia, Deepak Parekh, who was running HDFC's housing company, contacted him and invited him to set up a bank in India. And in 1994, the HDFC Bank was set up, and he was given as the position of a managing director, and he resigned last year in October 2020. So from 1994 till 2020, he served as the CEO and MD. He served in a senior management position. So imagine, for becoming a CEO, he took 21 years, but he enjoyed the senior management position for 26 years. So this is a wonderful fruit of what can happen if you have patience and consistency in your work life. This is a wonderful example, and the bank was inaugurated by then Finance Minister of India, Mr. Manmohan Singh. So thank you so much, everyone. If you have any doubts, you can put it in the chat box, and also you can visit my website www.thesuitmentorship.com. And also, if you have any other queries or need any mentorship, you can mail me on thesuitmentorship@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Apurva, handing over to you.
यस मैम. सो स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आपको कुछ सवाल है तो आप चैट बॉक्स में डाल सकते हो, और यू कैन अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड आस्क मैम. Students, do you have any questions?
Okay, then Apurva, I'll take a leave now.
Yes, ma'am. I don't see any questions, so I guess we will assume they don't have any questions.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am. So thank you so much, ma'am, for tuning in and giving such great advice and information to all the students present here. And I'm very sure they must have learned a great lot information and taken in great advice from you. And it will surely be helping them in their further career path. So I would also like to thank you on behalf of Dell Technologies, AIF, NSDC, and University of Mumbai's Garwar Institute of Career Education and Development, and also on behalf of Jnana Sadhana College and their uh, career mentors for giving such great information to their students. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
So students, here further एक लिंक शेयर किया गया है आपको चैट में. So in case you all have tuned in from your mobile phones, please download that app and right now, so I can help you with a very short registration of on NSDC. So you just have to download the app from the app link, which will take you to the Play Store. वहां से आप ये ऐप डाउनलोड करके आई विल जस्ट हेल्प यू विथ अ क्विक रजिस्ट्रेशन. So or other than that, in case you are on your laptop, then you can also tune into your browser. Just connect with any preferred browser. So यहाँ पे मैंने Google Chrome choose किया है. Here on my browser, I'll be typing in NSDC eSkill India portal. बिफोर दैट आपके मेल बॉक्स में आपको एक यूनिक NSDC कूपन कोड आया रहेगा. सो प्लीज चेक इन टू योर रजिस्टर्ड मेल आईडीज. वहां पे आपको AIF की तरफ से NSDC का एक यूनिक कूपन कोड आया रहेगा. सो फॉर ईच स्टूडेंट, एंड इन केस यू हैवंट रिसीव्ड द सेम, please register yourself on the spreadsheet that will be shared to you in the chat box. वो लिंक पे जाके अगर इन केस आपको आपके स्पैम बॉक्स में भी चेक करना एक बार पहले कि आपको वहां पे वो कूपन कोड आया है कि नहीं. अगर दोनों जगह पे आपको नहीं आया है वो मेल, तो ये लिंक पे आप खुद का इंफॉर्मेशन डाल दीजिए, कॉन्टैक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन डाल दीजिए, एंड वी विल गेट बैक टू यू एज सून एज पॉसिबल विद द कूपन कोड. Other than that, you can still register yourself on the link. So here, as I have told you, I have gone to my browser and typed in NSDC eSkill India portal. I will share the same in the chat box, so you can copy paste and राइट। तो आपको ये टाइप इन करना है आपके ब्राउजर पे जाके, वहां पे आपको जो सबसे पहला लिंक दिखेगा फॉर द वेबसाइट दैट सेज eskillindia.org, वहां पे जाके आपको वो लिंक पे सिलेक्ट करके आपका ये होम पेज दिखेगा। तो दिस इज व्हाट योर होम पेज लुक्स लाइक। ऑन दैट आपको ऑप्शंस दिखेंगे यहाँ राइट कॉर्नर में, साइन इन ऑप्शन और साइन अप ऑप्शन। आपको साइन अप ऑप्शन पे सिलेक्ट करना है। अब फॉर दोज ऑफ यू हु हैव डाउनलोडेड द ऐप ऑन योर मोबाइल फोन्स, आपको ऐप डाउनलोड करने के बाद उस पे ऐप पे जाने के बाद आपको सेम ऑप्शंस दिखेंगे, साइन इन ऑप्शन एंड साइन अप ऑप्शन। Always on both on laptop and on the app store, on the app, you will have to select on sign up option. After clicking on sign up option, kindly select the user under the sign up option. User में जाके आपको new users पे click करना है। Again, sign users, then new user. Once you click on the new user, आपको ये साइन अप करने का पेज दिखेगा फॉर एज अ न्यू यूजर। वहां पे जाके आपको अपने डिटेल्स फिल अप करने हैं। नाउ आई विल पुट इन माय फर्स्ट नेम, लास्ट नेम, मोबाइल नंबर, email ID. Now as you can see on the screen, when I put in my email ID, मुझे ब्राउजर पे, इफ आई एम ऑन ब्राउजर, आपको ये वेरीफाई वाला ऑप्शन दिखेगा। I think on the app too you will see the verify option. So आपको वो verify पे जब क्लिक करोगे तब आपके मेल बॉक्स में, and the same goes for your mobile phone number, when you put in your mobile phone number आपको verify वाला ऑप्शन दिखेगा वहां ऊपर। तो जब आप verify पे क्लिक करते हो आपको एक मैसेज आएगा, for email ID you will get your mail, and for phone number you will get a text message on your phone number. तो उस पे आपको एक यूनिक ओटीपी दिया जाएगा जो आपको यहाँ पे फिल अप करना है। तो वो जो ओटीपी है वो मेल आईडी के लिए और फोन नंबर के लिए, दोनों के लिए अलग होगा। तो प्लीज डोंट मिसप्लेस और मिसमैच द सेम। And in case you have not received an OTP, please be patient and wait in for few minutes. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि 5 मिनट भी लग जाते हैं OTP आने के लिए, but do not worry, आपको OTP आएगा। And don't keep on clicking on send the OTP again वाला option. Just be patient, आपको मैसेज आएगा और जब आएगा तब आप वो फिल अप कीजिए, वेरीफाई कीजिए, बाकी के जो डिटेल्स हैं वो फिल अप कीजिए, एंड देन you have to accept the terms and condition and you will have been done with the registration. Any doubts so far? I hope you all are signing up as a new user on the app or on the laptop. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, great. So कुछ doubt होगा तो please ask me. तो since I have already signed myself up, मैं अभी साइन इन करूंगी। अभी आपका साइन अप करके हो जाने के बाद आपको लॉग इन ही रहना है। तो आई विल लॉग इन माई सेल्फ नाउ।
किती बडबडायचं ना, सतत सांगत असतो, अरे ऐका कार्यक्रम ऐका, कुठला आहे, नंतर तुम्हाला पैसे देऊन ऐकायला लागेल.
Hello, Sanjog ma'am, I think you have mistakenly unmuted yourself.
Yes, just a minute. Yes.
Okay ma'am.
Yeah.
Great. So I will log in here. लॉगिन हो जाने के बाद आपको फिर से आपके होम पेज पे आना है। Still loading. Right. तो आई हैव लॉग्ड इन और कैसे पता चलता है लॉगिन है तो ऊपर आपका नाम आपको दिखाई देगा। Then you go back to your home page. So this is what the home page looks like on the website. And यहाँ पे जाके आपको एक ऑप्शन आएगा, ऑप्शन आएगा which says corporate trainings. ये कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग्स वाले ऑप्शन के नीचे आपको NSDC AIF ऑनलाइन प्रोग्राम करके एक ऑप्शन दिखाई देगा। क्लिक ऑन दैट। Again, stay logged in. Go to the option on your home page that says corporate trainings. Under that comes an option that says NSDC AIF online program. Click on that. वहां पे क्लिक करने के बाद आपको थोड़ा स्क्रॉल करने के बाद यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन आएगा दैट सेज कूपन कोड। नाउ एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू, आपको आपके मेल बॉक्स में कूपन कोड आया रहेगा। अगर आपको कूपन कोड नहीं आया है, इवन चेक योर स्पैम बॉक्सेस। कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि वो स्पैम बॉक्स में चला गया है मेल। तो अगर स्पैम बॉक्स में भी मेल नहीं है तो आप वो लिंक जो आपको चैट बॉक्स में दिया गया है, अपना नाम और कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स वहाँ पे डाल दीजिए ताकि हम आपको वो मेल वापस से भेज सके। तो वो जो कूपन कोड आपको आया रहेगा, जिन लोगों को आया है, आई एम श्योर मोस्ट ऑफ यू मस्ट हैव गॉटन द सेम। तो जस्ट कॉपी पेस्ट द सेम हियर एंड प्रेस द सबमिट बटन। And then you will be done with the registration process. Any doubts so far? Hello students, do you have any doubts? Put a yes or no in the chat box so I will know.
No, ma'am. No doubts.
Okay, great. That's it then. We have reached the end of our session. So thank you so much everyone for tuning in today, and I hope कि आज का workshop आपके लिए बहुत beneficial रहा है. And thank you so much for being patient and having us here today. I would like to log out now and I'll be ending in the session. Thank you.
ma'am.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, ma'am.